Are you a researcher or biotech startup navigating complex peptide innovation? Failing to understand evolving regulatory landscapes can derail years of scientific effort. Don't let groundbreaking peptide discoveries become lost opportunities. The conversation around peptide regulations is expanding, driven by scientific interest across research and discovery spaces. This excitement, however, has also brought confusion, triggering increased scrutiny from agencies like the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Today, we demystify this critical framework for compliant development. The growing gap between approved and unregulated research compounds generates significant confusion in the field. This confusion prompts stronger regulatory scrutiny and enforcement from agencies like the FDA. Peptides are short amino acid chains acting as critical signaling molecules within biological systems. They help regulate metabolism, immune responses, tissue repair, and hormone signaling pathways. Some peptides achieve regulatory approval, while others remain experimental research compounds exclusively. Understanding peptide regulations is now vital for researchers, startups, and compliance professionals. Peptide regulations are primarily governed by the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. The FDA classifies substances as drugs when intended to affect the body's structure or function. This classification applies universally, regardless of a substance's synthetic, natural, or size attributes. An FDA-approved peptide drug requires a rigorous investigational process for market entry. Researchers conduct laboratory studies, animal testing, and multi-phase clinical trials to evaluate safety. These trials rigorously assess effectiveness, optimal dosage, and potential side effect profiles. Only after sufficient evidence emerges can a research product receive approval for broader scientific use. For instance, GLP-1 receptor agonists exemplify FDA-approved peptide drugs for metabolic research. Their journey demonstrates successful peptide innovation aligning with strict regulatory standards. Peptide regulations define research use only RUO compounds, strictly for laboratory investigation. RUO substances are not approved for non-clinical human or animal applications outside controlled trials. This crucial distinction between approved pathways and research-only designations forms the bedrock of compliant peptide development. Ensuring your discovery remains on the correct side of this line is paramount for its future. For ongoing critical intelligence, make sure to follow Peptides.today. We provide the comprehensive insights you need to navigate these complex regulatory landscapes. You can also connect directly with me, Anya Sharma, for specialized analysis and strategic advice on protecting your innovation. Now let's explore further into the critical risks and evolving market implications. Companies can legally sell research peptides for laboratory investigation purposes only. Marketing them for non-research applications designates them as unapproved new drugs. The FDA actively issues warning letters to companies promoting research peptides improperly. These enforcement actions demonstrate the active nature of peptide regulatory oversight. Businesses ignoring these rules risk product seizures, significant fines, and legal action. A gray market persists online despite clear peptide regulations for research materials. Many vendors offer peptides with ambiguous marketing and insufficient quality controls. Products often lack independent testing, verified purity, or accurate research labeling. This environment presents significant risks, compromising scientific integrity and reliable data. Unregulated peptide research materials may contain contaminants or inaccurate stated dosages. Some products might not even contain the advertised compound, hindering research validity. These inconsistencies undermine scientific integrity, requiring verified materials for reliable research. Peptides attract scientific interest due to their highly specific cellular signaling capabilities. They bind to receptors, activating pathways regulating growth, metabolism, and immune responses. Research explores peptides influencing mitochondrial function, crucial for cellular energy generation. Scientists study pathways like AMPK and mTOR, which regulate metabolism and cellular growth research. Regulatory oversight is increasing, focusing on manufacturing practices, labeling, and research claims. The future of peptide innovation is promising for research. Regulatory frameworks will continue to evolve, clarifying distinctions for the research community. Prioritizing compliance is a strategic investment in your research and development. By understanding peptide regulations, organizations unlock these powerful molecules' true potential. To stay ahead, follow Peptides.today and connect with me, Anya Sharma, for analysis. Before we sign off, a quick legal disclaimer. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not medical advice. All compounds discussed are for research use only and not for human consumption. Always consult a licensed healthcare provider for medical needs and treatment.